boosts and stuff because a lot of that's actually not that easy to pull off.
This is just this is
I do not want to have 3 hit points because that's, oh well, I guess 3 hit points is fine for the boss, so.
Yeah, and isn't there a health grab pretty soon as well?
Yeah, there's health in that room right there, actually, but I can't get to it yet until, well, I probably could get to it if I wanted to, but I only really need the 3 hit points for this boss anyway. He's pretty easy. Huzzah! Again, it's faster to say no.
Fun fact, in the WiiWare version, they seem to have turned him into the Kool-Aid Man. Instead of shouting huzzah, he shouts "oh yeah" every time he busts through a wall.
Oh
yeah!
Oh yeah!
Yeah, it's
huzzah is much better.
It's a little bit disappointing they didn't coin that one. That was one of the iconic things, and even though it was a different trans theme, I felt they could have done that, but the Wii version still has its own decent little translation.
And now I have 1 hit point. I am going to heal up.
That's a little suspect to me.
Don't
There is-
give up.
There we go. That is the first time I've used that recently. Alright, forgot to talk to Kazuma.
Good.
I've never really figured out if the key is made out of gum, or the room is made out of gum, and you use the key to get into it, or the room is full of gum.
I don't know, I think the room is used to store the gum base or something.
I guess so. I don't really know how you make a bomb out of gum, jellyfish juice, and coal, but like I said, MacGyver.
Actually, Quote is not MacGyver, Malco is.
That's
Yeah,
true,
the
little
robot does
And here I will test my button mashing skills. I am not as good as some people in this room. A few times today I've failed to 3-round this guy. Huzzah!
Upcoming is an actual in-game enemy pun. This is Balfrog.
Looking good? Good asking specific one.
Crap. Went too early. Can't really do anything from that at this angle.
Can you go to the bridge real quick?
There you go.
Oh, very close.
What is wrong with me today? That was a horrible boss fight.
The top one is Tilly for $43.74.
But you still had the 3 health, right?
He healed.
Oh, okay.
Well, I had 1 hit point after the first Balrog battle I fought. I knew he had an attack which dealt 2 damage, and I was not worried because I had 3 hit points.
A large part of running this game is knowing exactly how many points of damage enemies give and take. Although basically if you ever done a low percent run of this game, you learn to avoid everything while still going through each area. 'Cause you have to do it so many times, you kind of invent your own speed tactics.
What is the last comment you read? You read the shadows. Alright, I'm going to read some new comments from Bryant Wyatt. We've got second donation thus far and thoroughly enjoying the speedruns over the span of the 4-day period. All from Piano Toads up to now. Equally, I wish you all the best in recovering from the marathon, along with Jay's puns. And
You're gonna
he
need a
ends,
long recovery period.
It's not just Jay's
he
fault.
ends with, "You can quote me on that."
See, not just Jay's fault.
Nathaniel Skiba says, "I love games about caves. Cave Story and Spelunky are great." Anyway, this donation goes toward naming Luca Tilly in Chrono Trigger, and Tilly is in the lead right now. Shoutouts to Freeware Indie 2D platformer that made me cry halfway through. That's from Ryan Delaney.
Don't worry, you will not cry this time. I will save Curly.
Adam Plague says, "Huzzah! Good luck on the Cave Story run. Next year you guys have to do Shadow Complex." That is a possibility.
Got a few people who can do that, yeah.
Stephen Newtbar, whatever.
I never get to do that without taking damage. I always try, but I never do it.
Good job.
Steven says, "Couldn't resist the Perlers. This game is one of my favorites. Just don't cave on the execution."
It really is a disease.
It's an epidemic.
Oh my god!
Sharon Ferris says, "Donation from Eric Ferris. Keep up the great work, guys. You're an inspiration to everybody, and you make me proud to say I'm a gamer. Keep on kicking ass, helping to prevent cancer, and capitalism ho!"
Racketeer.
Yep.
Daniel Fox says, "Congrats on making almost double your original goal. For anyone who hasn't donated yet, this is almost your last chance to join the Man Club. Don't be left unmanly." That's very true. We've only got a few games left. Olivier Belmar says, "Hi Nitrodon.
Hi, Helmetario.
Number Uniracers is
Oh,
watching.
that's
We're not just watching, we're being blown away by your awesomeness," in all caps. Zachary Portwood says, "So, after Cave Story, back to Color a Dinosaur?" No, I believe we have Lego Star Wars 2 coming up next.
Right, yeah.
Jeff Bonnell says, 5 more toward naming Fusoya Abed. Marathon is streets ahead. Keep up the great work." Joshua Bell said, "Watched a bunch of Castlevania runs the other night and currently enjoying Cave Story. $20 well spent? Heck, it's a way better deal than going out to the movies." As someone who works in a movie theater, I'm not going to condone that statement. But I am taking a week off to be here, so I guess I can't disagree with you. Christopher Norambuena says, "Not donating after all those... Let me start over. Not donating after all these hours of entertainment would be stupid. Keep up the good work. I want those Perlers." For those of you who are just joining us, we are running Cave Story, and any donations of $5 or more during this run will earn you a chance to not only win some character artwork, but also the 4 Sprite Perlers that are over here. I'll show them off again.
Yeah. Made by our very own Idaman.
Yep. Those are the mini ones. They're very cute.
Yeah. Oh, that works. Yeah.
There's the high def ones.
You're fine.
I was looking at them.
Are you a killing
He's like, "I'm
machine?
thinking about donating on it."
You're going down.
Probably isn't. This is Awesome Games Done Quick, the 2nd annual Speed Demos Archive Charity Marathon. We are speed running 100 games in over 100 hours. Raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. They're a great charity that
She's behind me.
that
See?
donates a lot of their money to cancer research as well as educating people on how to prevent cancer. We appreciate you joining us, and we hope that you'll consider dropping a couple dollars. And as I just said, a donation of $5 or more does enter you in a chance to win some great prizes. We also have 2 big grand prizes coming up at the end of the marathon that anyone who has donated up to that point, $5 or more, will be eligible for. We have a collector's edition Wii and a refurbished NES with a set of classic NES games that come along with it. We also have our Twitter contest if you can't afford to donate.
Yeah.
Just if you're on SpeedDemosArchive.com, which you should be, just scroll down below the streams in the chat box and you'll find a little blurb that you can post to your Twitter. Post it once and only once, because extra postings will get you disqualified.
I'll post it in the chat again too.
I usually
make sure you follow-
I usually get hit by that guy.
Make sure you follow SDA Speedruns for all the latest speedrunning related news.
For when I said there were 2 fetch quests, this is actually the second one. I like to call it Puppy Quest, because you have to go find about 5 of these little dudes.
It's amazing that you can't stack all 5 of them on your head.
I really wish you could.
Yeah.
Then it'd be
Yeah.
Puppy Stacking Quest.
For Chrono Trigger, we're accepting donations until we name the character, right? We don't cut off when we start the game.
Yeah, you do have.
until the character's name,
Yeah, so for characters like Magus and Frog and Robo, you'll have a little bit of time.
And
Ron gets named right at the beginning.
So does Luca, right?
And Luca and
And
Marley are
then
like
Marley is
right
very
after
shortly
that.
after that.
Yeah, so we need names for them. Like before it's
I'm pretty sure we're not going to have much contention for the Chrono's name.
probably not.
You never know.
You never know.
Not as orange.
Prove them wrong.
If Foxmore can donate 1,000, anyone can donate
That's
1,000.
true, so it could be $1,001.
Or Delta
Or 2 people could do 600 each.
Yeah.
What are those?
Case in point of how fast these games are done, there's some blink and you'll miss it boxes in here. I missed Omega just by talking to Rom right there.
Getting a couple of requests for updates on the Chrono Trigger name.
Alright, now I have to see where the guy is. Okay, he's there moving left. That's good.
While that's reloading.
Ah,
Chrono Trigger names.
that sucked.
All right, I'll go ahead and read the Chrono Trigger name current highest bids since we're talking about it. For Isla, the leader is currently Cats, which is just at $15. That wouldn't be too hard to pass
Cats,
up.
or
Catse, whatever.
what's not the one who asks how you are.
Yes.
Well, actually, only if you're
He's
general.
not the one who's concerned about your base and who they belong to. Yeah, and then we also, behind that, we have Mutton at $5. Chrono has a resounding lead of 1,000 for Poxnor, and Reven at $100. For Epoch, we have Tardis in the lead at $55. 88 miles per hour is at $50. Dazwa is at $10, and Nova is at $5. For Frog, we have Flip in the lead at $100, Kermie at $40, Jumpy at $5, and Baham at $1. Luca is currently Tilly with $43.74, Evie with $35, Ellie at $20, and Bulma at $5. Magus is $720 for D-Ball, Seth for $150, and Arpats at $10.
Come on, give me weapon
Marley
experience.
is Elmo at $325, and Zelda at $25. For Robo, we have Crazy at $200, and E102Y at $10.44.
Alright, let's hope this guy gives me weapon experience. At least one. No, that's
If you
not
really
enough,
want to
especially
rename
now.
one of those characters and you don't want to spend too much, I think Isla would probably be the easiest one to do it for.
If you're
And she
wondering-
does get a fair amount of use in the run, doesn't she?
Yeah.
If you're wondering why he's trying to get weapon experience, the machine
Yeah, you
gun
can see
weapon-
now.
Yeah.
Machine gun.
Yeah, the machine gun lets you actually infinitely hover if you either shoot downwards or if you shoot down and you can match fast enough, you can get infinite hover. If you just shoot normally and hold down the button, your bullets will eventually run out. But it's great for speedrunning because you can actually get through a few things quite a bit easier and faster by having this. However, if you choose not to exchange for the machine gun early on, there's different weapons you can exchange for later.
Yeah, the snake is pretty good at saving some time in hell because of those deletes, or whatever they're called. And the spur is unique in that it does not use weapon energy.
Yeah, the spur is actually really powerful too. It's a great weapon. But if I remember right, it can't be leveled up.
No, it charges instead of leveling.
Yeah, that's the one you can charge. That's what I thought.
At level 1, basically what you'll get if you rapid fire it, it's exactly the same as the level 3 Polar Star.
2 is a slight charge, and 3 is a really powerful charge that tends to go through things.
Yeah. Absolutely Devastate Spellless's second form, as far as I remember. It's been a while since
Yeah.
I've used the spur.